still would have won if he were alive.
I don't know. They definitely got the sympathy vote.
Yeah, you also like Man of Steel, so who cares about your opinion? All right, so with that being said...
Screw you, man.
You.
All right, so with that being said... Cool. All right. Welcome back to TWBT Trivia. This is Season 3, and we are finally started in the Singles League. Obviously, we're doing triple threats because that's how we roll over here, but there are singles. Everyone's playing for themselves. But I feel like I have to emphasize that because we also are going to be starting up teams real soon, a.k.a. about a day or two from this video's drop. So with that being said, we are showing off our players. Two players from Season 2 and one new player from not Season 2. He was actually one of the nice fellers who participated in the tryout, and he did fairly well, despite awkwardly being in this random parking lot and doing his trivia tryouts in the back of a van. So actually, let's start with the newbie, Jay Burns. You all know him as that main host of Full Metal Classic, and or Classics, as he likes to say. So welcome to Theirs, Will's, B's, Trivias. How do you feel, bud?
I greatly appreciate you for having me here. I'm great. I'm glad to be here. It wasn't the back of a van because, as you could tell, there were windows around. I was outside, but I'm just here to answer some fucking questions. Hopefully, I can beat the quote and the mouthpiece.
There we go.
They are not the same people.
Do you have a nickname? Because I feel like I'm gonna at some point gonna start implementing nicknames in Season 3. Do you have one?
I've always been known as the arsonist because I'm just ready to burn shit down.
There you go.
It's also because it burns when I pee.
I was just about to say, does it in fact burn when you pee? Next up, we have somebody who had a very surprising Season 2 with his performance. Early on, he kind of teetered off towards the end and kind of had a terrible playoff performance. But Jim Green, how do you feel going into this match, and what do you expect today?
I expect to not get the same classics questions that you asked the match before of a match I did not watch, and then get those same questions. So,
Yikes.
That'd be fun.
Watch the matches.
Have that happen. I don't think classics is on the wheel, so I think I'm good. And it feels good to be playing against my guy.
My guy. And last but not least, I will quote this guy. Just kidding. I'm gonna leave all the quotes for him. The quote, Ryan Permison. One might consider you a rival of myself, but as somebody who is completely unbiased as a host, go Jay, go Jim. How do you feel going into this match?
I feel good going into this match. Thank you so much for having me back. It's good to be back. I like this league. It's a lot of fun. It's a little bit more relaxed than some of the other leagues around the interwebs. So thanks for having me. Thanks for having us. There's one competitor here I respect and admire, and the other person I just can't stand. He's annoying as heck, and I think you know which is which. But yeah, I'm ready to have some fun, do some competing, and hopefully win something. So who knows? We'll see what happens.
There we go. And as you guys will see right now, I have a co-host, and his name is Paul Oyama.
The shark.
Yikes.
There's chum in the water, y'all.
Awkward.
Magic. Like magic, I appear
shark,
and probably
the
mess up
evil.
the Skype recorder, but it's fine.
No, you didn't, because that's with this new program. It doesn't affect it at all. But we're not going live anyway, so it doesn't matter. So I'm just gonna edit and everything. But boom. So now just go back to your queue.
So Jim, you got the doc with all the answers, right? That I sent.
Yeah. And I got Lucas. Lucas is in the
He's not gonna be much help.
Yeah, Paul heard. He was like, Jim says I'm sucking dick. Okay, here's the doc. Jim, what was your strength in round 1?
It's the real life documentary of Nicolas Cage thieving the Declaration of Independence and doing something else in another movie. It's National Treasure.
Yeah. And then Jay, what did you choose for your very first performance over here in the Early Trivia?
Bro, I don't remember. Probably Kevin Smith movies.
It was in fact Kevin Smith movies.
Kevin Smith, my guy.
And the dramatic quote himself, what'd you pick?
I actually want to go in a different direction for this new season of yours, so I went with courtroom dramas.
Most people say let's go to war. Ryan says let's go to court.
That's the most weirdly specific general category ever.
He's like, I've seen 2 of them, so hopefully he asked one of those too. Paul, how do you feel about these categories, and are you ready to start this match?
I have no idea what is going to happen. 3 very unpredictable arguably the 3 most unpredictable competitors we have. So, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen?
All right. So since Jim finished the highest in Season 2, you're going to be A. Ryan, since you're coming back, you're going to be B, and Jay, you will be C. These are not going to be for a point, but it's going to be any tiebreakers if we get to that point. So are we ready?
Mhm.
On the tank engine. I'm sorry, my bad.
We were
Uh,
looking.
Remember,
We were
say
we were
your
looking
letter
for
in the
just
answer, then wait to get called on.
Yeah.
Wait to get called on.
exactly, so I can confer with my judge because you never know. All right, yell out your letter. Who plays the lead in the Bourne franchise?
Hey,
C.
Heard
A
A.
first.
Yep.
A first.
We confirm A. Jim.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Nice.
That is
fucking Matt Damon.
that is correct. Okay, so
that's why you're getting your PB.
So was Minnie Driver at one point. Anyway, moving on.
but did she give him a kiss? All right, so your first question. We are going to start with Kevin Smith, and we'll go back and forth. Do you want to do odds or even, Paul?
One, two.
There's 12 total.
I'll
So
do odds.
odds. Okay, then you start off the first question from Kevin Smith.
In Kevin Smith. First question. In Clerks, what type of videos are Randall ordering when a mother is at the store with her daughter asking to get a movie? What type of videos? Rather quick writing from our competitors.
I did hear, in fact, Ryan watched this for the first time last night, so we'll see what he says in 5.
5, 4,
That is true.
2, 1. Let's go to Jay. It's your strength.
pornos.
And Jim.
I went with porn.
And Ryan.
I said pornographic.
That is all correct.
I like
What-
how we all had the same answer, but none of us had the same answer.
Yeah. That's how you know what levels of sexuality you guys are. So your second question, first one in National Treasure. What is Nick Cage's full name in the movies?
Nice.
It's one of those that if you have no idea, you have no idea. But if you know, consider it softball. National Treasure. Are you?
Most information. If you don't know it, you in fact do not know it.
Well, you could throw out a
Brilliant.
guess for some
Brilliant.
things, so you never
Brilliant
know. Calm down.
insight. Brilliant insight.
5,
Depends.
4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna start with Jim.
Benjamin Franklin Gates.
Ryan
Benjamin Franklin Gates.
and Jay.
Benjamin Franklin Gates.
Oh, please do not burn.
ASMR. Nice.
Do not burn any of these things.
And the first question in courtroom dramas, in 12 Angry Men, what reason related to the older woman and her testimony does the room change their votes?
Oh.
You cut out on that one. Can I get a repeat?
Yeah, in courtroom dramas, in 12 Angry Men, what is the reason the room changes their vote that is related to the old woman and her testimony? Old woman and her testimony.
For some of these people, 2 of these movies we've asked about so far might have some layover for specific studying. So you might be fresh with these.
Very interesting. Let's get pens down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go to Ryan.
No idea. Perjury.
Jim.
I put she can't see well.
Jay.
I put she was deaf or hard of hearing.
I'm gonna say Jim is correct.
Jim is
because,
correct.
She can't see well because she needs her glasses and she's
Yeah.
not wearing her glasses.
Yeah. We didn't say what was the specific clue, so we didn't need specifically glasses. So yeah, good.
Yeah.
All right. Second question in Kevin Smith. How many Kevin Smith movies did George Carlin appear in?
Oh my god. One of the all-time greats.
We'll see if you
Jim
respect
knows
his
all time
name.
greats at this question. Man.
Yeah, we'll see if you
I
respect his
respect
name.
Carlin, I've never seen a Kevin Smith movie.
There is this thing called studying. 5, 4, 3.
There is?
Yeah, not during the match. No Google. 3,
Graduated last week. I don't
2,
know studying it anymore.
1. Let's go to Jay.
3?
All right, Jim
I'm gonna go with the Brooklyn Vale 1-up and say 4.
and Ryan.
I said 2.
One of you are correct, and is in fact Jay. 3. The movies were Dogma, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and Jersey Girl.
All right, your second question in National Treasure. In the opening flashback of Book of Secrets, John Wilkes Booth is revealed to have been a part of what secret society?
Oh, Jesus.
What secret society?
Other than this one, so we don't give anything away, what secret society would you be part of if you went back in time?
I feel like they all kind of seem like raw deals. You know, you got to keep everything such a secret.
Exactly.
But at the same time, Hail Hydra. At the same time, Hail Hydra. Let's get pens down in 5.
Only if you're getting the Tesseract.
4, 3.
It's all up
2,
front.
1. Let's go to a puzzled Jim first.
It's Knights of something. I said Freedom.
And Jay.
Oh, no. I know what it is. I said the Masons, though.
And Ryan.
I said Freemasons.
That is incorrect. We're looking for the Knights of the Golden Circle.
The prequel
Oh.
to the second Kingsman movie.
Yikes!
Oh, I
Yikes!
thought it
Hoping
was-
you wouldn't
I
mention
just said Knights Templar.
Your
that. Is Assassin's Creed. But interesting.
your second question in courtroom dramas. What crime is Robert Duvall accused of in The Judge?
Outshining Robert Downey Jr.
So do you think? Interesting. Have you ever been accused of this crime, Henry?
I've been accused of many, and that's all I'll say.
Changing my answer.
I have been accused of bullying. Is that a crime?
Yeah.
Only if you do it online.
5,
Then I guess it's a
4,
crime. 3,
3,
2.
People think you're a bully, Henry?
1.
I'm gonna leave a chat now.
Go to Ryan.
I
Take your
accidentally
friend with
killed
you.
someone with his car.
Interesting. Jim
I put rape.
and Jay.
Drunk driving.
It's just murder. Murder.
God,
Ryan
damn,
did not need. We did
murder.
not need all that information, but interesting. Very interesting from Ryan there. Your next question and Kevin Smith.
Wait, are we
question-
taking their 2 answers?
No, just Ryan's.
Okay.
It's not about the drunk driving.
Yeah,
It's about
okay.
killing the guy specifically.
Yeah, just want to be clear.
Fair enough.
And then your third question and Kevin Smith. What is the name of Ben Affleck's daughter in Jersey Girl?
Thank you for having common sense and not reading what's on the doc and saying Jersey Girls. Because that is what they call over here in Indiana a typo.
Yikes.
Hey, don't judge that David Lean typo. That was rough.
I saw Jersey Girl in like 2005.
This answer may or may not be another character in another movie.
It's actually a good
That
movie.
narrows it down. 5, 4,
The
3,
character in this might be a character in
2,
another movie in history of
1.
movies.
Let's go to Jay.
I said Evie.
And Jim.
I said Michaela.
And Ryan.
I said Angie.
We're looking for the robot in Moon, Gertie. Gertie.
But we will not talk about who voiced. Your next question, National Treasure. What is Diane Kruger an expert in the series?
This is Diane Kruger, the actress. What is her character and expert in?
We're not asking what is she as a person bring to the table on set
Yeah. I was gonna
on the
say
side on her free time.
potentially.
Because if you would have wrote acting, I would have been pissed and probably had to give you the right answer. She's an expert in acting. I mean, you're not wrong.
Let's get pens down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jim.
Historical documents.
Ryan.
I said preservation of documents and stuff.
And Jay.
I think I went with the wrong actress. I said Native American history.
It's, Jim was right. It is historical documents.
That's
Okay.
the mom. That's the mom is
Yep. Yep, like I said, I think I went with the wrong one.
All right, your
Nice.
third question in courtroom dramas. How does Charles Lawton test one's honesty in Witness for the Prosecution? Don't need the hyper-specific
Yeah.
answer here. Looking for more of a just a general action.
Yeah, they're like I say with some answers like this, there are 1 or 2 things I'm looking for, and if you get that, we'll be good.
Let's get pen. Everyone who knows Henry, not surprised that this was asked in courtroom dramas. Pens down in 5.
Nope.
4,
Whenever I get a chance
3,
to shove it in, I
2,
will. No
1.
spit.
Let's go to Ryan.
No freaking clue.
Close. Jim
I put he drops $1.
and Jay.
I put he asked him a question.
The answer is he shines a light in your eye.
Yeah.
Shines a light.
While question them and see how well they handle the pressure.
Your next question.
Back over to Kevin Smith. Your final one in Kevin Smith. Trisha is researching the male sex drive from the ages of 18 to 60 by having sex with them and doing what?
This probably should be specified which movie you're talking about.
In Mallrats.
Yeah, just to be clear.
That is fair. That is one of those where I hate having to write the movies all the time because it's usually a franchise, and then I forget when it's not a franchise, and I don't write the movie. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jay, did you burn this final Kevin Smith question?
Videotaping it.
All right, and Jim.
I put measuring their dick.
Hey, and that Okay, and Ryan.
I said going down on them.
Whoa.
She might have been doing that while recording it.
Good job, Ryan.
Oh, Nelly. All right. Jay was correct. It is videotaping them. Your final question in National Treasure. In Book of Secrets, how many pages are revealed to be missing from John Wilkes Booth's diary? How many pages are revealed to be missing?
When I did my research, I found this multiple times, so it didn't seem like a one-off question.
Oh, okay, Caleb Coho.
No.
When I was reading the trivia section of IMDb, this was in there a bunch of times.
Exactly. Fair game.
In all fairness, this isn't a Pirates of the Caribbean question, so...
Yeah, cannot compare me to Slowco.
And ciao.
5.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Oh,
1. Let's go to Jim.
I said 2.
Jay
I also said 2.
and Ryan.
I actually said 5.
If you add those numbers up, they still wouldn't be enough.
18.
18.
Jeez,
Yeah,
a
that's
lot of
definitely
pages.
something you read on an IMDb trivia section.
Hey,
To be fair, I do remember they do say it multiple times.
Yeah,
But it's also
because it covers a lot of material.
Anyway.
Final question. Otto Preminger directs Jimmy Stewart in what 1959 courtroom drama?
Interesting. I would be shocked that Henry wrote 3 questions from the late 50s, but again, it's also Henry, so...
Man, because fuck my cousin Vinny, am I right?
I mean, you can. I'm not interested in him, but if that's what you want to do.
If you're taking Vinny for the team, I'll take Marissa Tomei. 5,
I'll-
4, 3, 2. She can win my Oscar. 1. We are gonna start with Ryan.
Got nothing.
Wow, not even a guess. Jay
She wants a bigger statue blankboard.
and Jim.
Am I the only one that's gonna actually guess? I'm gonna guess Mr. Smith Goes to Washington.
Ooh, couple years too late or early. We're looking for Anatomy of a Murder. Anatomy of a Murder.
Or as Christian Harloff says, autonomy of the murder.
So
He doesn't call your matches.
after round
This is
1,
another match.
hopefully I did this right, and luckily for Jim, he got through the tiebreaker because he is tied with Jay with 4, Ryan 3.
Yep, that's
Pretty
all
good
I have.
match. So Jim, do you want to go first, second, or third? And do you want if you don't go first, anything that gets spun on the wheel and gets taken before you stays on the wheel. So if you spin it, that counts as a spin. I'm not sure if that rule's ever been said before, but it's a new rule. So it plays a part of going second or third.
What? Okay.
So basically, if someone spins something before you, and then you go up, if you spin that category, that counts as like a dead spin.
Yeah.
Like
Since we're still doing the 3 spins, it counts as a dead spin.
Yeah. Okay, I understand that. I'll go last.
Still gonna go third. All right, and then Jay, do you want to go now or do you want to go second?
I will go second.
Okay.
And then we're gonna get the classic Henry Zinger right here.
No, because this is actually a really good match. But Ryan, do you want to go now or do you want to quit?
I don't quit any match I'm ever involved in, so I will go first.
Team Coco. Team Coco.
So you're saying if JD West pops into this call, you're sticking around? All right, and your spins.
That's gonna be a yikes.
Yeah, and if he does show up, I will kick his ass no matter what.
I mean,
Talk about the Diamondback. Moving on.
yeah, I don't think he would have done well in the tryout. 3 spins for Ryan.
Your categories on the wheel are, well, you'll see.
Exactly.
Well, they're all over the place.
Wizarding World.
Take that one, Ryan.
Wow,
it would mean Jim
can
can't
extra
have it.
points.
It would mean that Jim and Jake can have it.
Yeah, right. Good sport.
Sports.
In what chapter?
Hey, corrected page, you know. Page number, not too bad.
And Gary Oldman. Would you like one of those 3 or do you want to risk it all?
Gary Old Man. What?
He's not a young man anymore. Young man.
I'm gonna go with sports movies.
He is gonna go
Don't forget
sports.
the R when you Google Gary Oldman.
It's on there. It's just.
It's a joke about his name. If you take the R out of his first name, it spells something much different.
Gary Oldman.
If I want to look up that, I'll just look up Jim's Craigslist history. All right, do you want to go sports or do you want me to go sports for Ryan?
You can take it.
All right, I'm gonna take one for the team and ask questions to Ryan. Unfortunately, no quotes here, my guy. Oh, wait. That's Jay's term. First question. What sport surrounds the events of Draft Day?
Football.
That is correct for 2.
I just watched this movie this morning.
Really?
Sorry, Ryan. We were actually looking for American football. No, I'm just kidding.
He had to think about it for a second.
Second question. Don't forget multiple choice. I didn't say that, but
Oh, okay.
you never know. Common sense, not. What nickname is given to the quarterback Ronnie in Remember the Titans? Classic Remember the Titans question in trivia.
I'll know when I hear it. Multiple choice.
Is it A, Reverend, B, Sunshine, C, Doc, or D, Sweetness?
Sunshine.
That's correct for 1.
Ronnie
Bass.
Sunshine Bass.
That's right, Ronnie Bass. I thought of it.
Third question. Billy Bob Thornton plays the coach in the remake, but who plays Buttermaker in the original Bad News Bears?
Oh, Walter Matthau.
That is correct.
Tony Curtis is correct. Nice.
Your final question, your fourth question, I'm sorry. You're currently up 4 on these, gentlemen. You Play Ball Like a Girl is set in what sports movie?
Can I get a repeat on that?
Mm-hmm. You Play Ball Like a Girl is set in what sports movie?
Oh, The Sandlot.
That is correct. You didn't fall for the classic A League of Their Own. And your final question, currently up 6. What rapper plays Dwayne Johnson's right-hand man Malcolm in Gridiron Gang?
Exhibit.
Damn.
Did not expect that one.
Not even as fast as it was. Apparently Ryan has had his ride pimped. All right, we are going to go to Jay next. Remember, if you land on Gary Oldman, it's considered
9 points. Yeah, in that round.
very impressive. Yeah. So remember, Jay, if you land on Gary Oldman, it considers as a spin. So here's your first of 3.
Sports, not Gary Oldman.
Yeah.
Sports, not Gary Oldman.
I was thinking of the gay old man, so I forgot. We're not talking about Ian McKellen here. 60s? No Ian McKellen in this match. Three-hour movies. Not sure if you understand what that consists of.
That's actually interesting.
Movies that are longer than 3 hours.
Or they could be exactly 3 hours. So.
And top 5 build. Would you like one of those 3, or would you like to risk it all? You want to burn this motherfucker down?
Wait, so what happens if he spins again and spins sports? Does he not get a round 2?
He's just done. That's called a goose egg. You automatically win.
You know what? I will risk it for the biscuit.
He's gonna risk it all.
Oh man!
Ladies and gentlemen, the first risk it all of season 3.
Wow.
6 feet. 6 feet. 6 feet.
Top 5 build. Top 5 build. Top 5 build.
What a random category to ask for.
Thrillers.
My turn.
Alright, I could take thrillers.
That's an interesting one.
All right. In the category of thrillers, in Mulholland Drive, what first name from a classic movie actress does Camilla claim is her name due to amnesia?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are: is it A. Ingrid, B. Audrey, C. Judy, or D. Rita?
I'm gonna say Ingrid.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 1-point steal. Remember, write your answers down.
Does anybody need a repeat?
Repeats needed.
Nope.
Okay.
Looks like we got pens down. Answers from Jim
I said B.
and Ryan.
I also said B.
It is D.
Rita from Rita Hayworth.
Question number 2. Who directed Kill List?
Kill list.
Yes.
Multiple choice.
Is it A. Jeff Nichols, B. Ben Wheatley, C. Brady Corbet, or D. Derek Cianfrance?
I'm gonna say B.
B. Ben Wheatley is correct for 1.
Boom.
Oh wow.
Kill List, also known as a banger.
Your next question, question number 3. Who stars as the madman Harry Powell in Night of the Hunter?
Multiple choice.
Is it A. Jack Nicholson, B. Orson Welles, C. Robert Mitchum, or D. Dennis Hopper?
Night of the Hunter. Can I get a repeat of those options?
A. Jack Nicholson, B. Orson Welles, C. Robert Mitchum, or D. Dennis Hopper?
I'm gonna say Robert Mitchum.
That is correct for another point.
Wow.
Okay, your penultimate question, Henry's favorite phrase,
Penultimate.
in thrillers. What music artist is Brad Pitt listening to when he's first introduced in Killing Them Softly?
Multiple choice.
A. Ozzy Osbourne, B. Johnny Cash, C. Frank Sinatra, or D. Phil Collins?
He seems like a Phil Collins kind of guy. I don't know, so I'm gonna go with D. Phil Collins.
It's incorrect. Transfer a 1-point steal. Do you guys need a repeat, or are you guys good?
Nope.
All right, let's get answers
Locked
from
in.
Jim. Answers from Jim.
I went with Man Dressed in Black, Johnny Cash.
And Ryan.
I said option B.
B was Johnny Cash. You are both correct.
Huge point for Ryan there to extend his lead. And going into the final question of your round, Jay, you are up 6-5 on Jim and down 13 to Ryan.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
All right, question 5. David claims that he knew the family's son from where in The Guest? This is a general application, like idea.
College.
That is incorrect. Transfer a 2-point steal.
I respect the strategy there.
Can we get a repeat of the question, please?
Yeah, one repeat. David claims that he knew the family son from where in The Guest?
Jim's like, as I erase college.
I wrote school.
Respectable.
May or may not have been a multiple choice option. Let's get pens down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jim.
I put his job.
And Ryan.
Yep, I also said their job.
It's a war. They were at war together.
They were war buddies.
Yeah, it's those movies in
After a tough round, after a tough thrillers round 2 for Jay, it's 13-6 to 5, I believe.
Yep. All right, so now we are gonna do Jim's spin. Let's see what he gets. Plenty of.
And never forget the time Henry came back from like 5 million points down.
You're not wrong. You are not wrong.
I want Wizarding World so I can get what year was Chambers released.
Oof.
It's a pretty deep cut question. I don't know.
Looking for quotes. It's between two. Am I right, Paul?
You're not wrong.
Quotes. The Endgame.
Which is the final film in a film.
Clever title. Oh, I take full credit. And top 5 build.
Quotes.
What's top 5 build again?
Based on IMDb, the top 5
Just the
actors
top
in a
5
movie.
Build actors.
Yeah, we'll list you off 5 actors or actresses, and you name the movie. So there's no tricks here. It's pretty much the most famous people in the movie.
Shit. Okay, let's go with that.
All right. So as Jim regrets his decision here because they're all deep cut movies, as I'm kidding.
I can't wait to get not The Sandlot.
All right,
Did you know
Jim.
the Sandlot from the actors though? Hey,
Yeah.
I bet you could say that. I'll still ask you them, and you'll still miss it. All right, your first question. Here's your list: Joaquin Phoenix, Josh Brolin, Owen Wilson, Catherine Waterston, and Joanna Newsom. This is, in fact, a real movie.
very real.
5 actors, I said. 4 seconds left. 3 players in this match, 2 hosts, and 1 second remaining. Would you say multiple choice?
Multiple choice. He said multiple.
Yeah, that's what I get for being punny. Is it A, Everest, B, No Escape, C, Irrational Man, or D, Inherent Vice?
Everest.
That is incorrect. Do any repeats needed?
Yeah, can you tell me the options one more time?
Is it A, Everest, B, No Escape, C, Irrational Man, or D, Inherent Vice?
The steal would be huge for Jay here as he tries to
Yes.
make up some ground.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We will start with Jay
C.
and Ryan.
I said Inherent Vice.
Holy shit, that is correct.
It is Inherent Vice.
Good pull.
Your next list: Brad Pitt, Kate Blanchett, Julia Ormond, Tilda Swinton, and Fawn Watkins.
Looks like he might have an idea.
The Curious Case of Benjamin Button.
That is correct for 2 points.
2 points.
To go up on Jay with 1. Your third list: Johnny Depp, Christina Ricci, Miranda Richardson, Michael Gambon, and Casper Van Dien.
Oh my god. Oh, fuck. Sleepy Hollow.
That is correct for 2 more.
Oh, what a
I knew it was a Sleepy Hollow movie. I didn't know if it was a, like, gussied up title. Like The Legend of Sleepy Hollow.
yeah.
Fair. Your fourth question, currently down 5 to Ryan, so these next 2 could be interesting. Jonathan Pryce, Robert De Niro, Catherine Helmond, Bob Hoskins, and Ian Holm.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Brazil, B, The Mission, C, New York, New York, or D, 1900?
Brazil.
That is correct. Double digits.
Damn.
Jeez.
Low-key killing this
Great
top
pull.
5 build category.
And your final question, or your final list, I should say.
Great movie, too.
Albert Finney, Lauren Bacall, Ingrid Bergman, Sean Connery, Martin Balsam.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Tom Jones, B, Scrooge, C, The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes' Smarter Brother, or D, Murder on the Orient Express? Five, 4.
Can you repeat just the options again?
Mhm. Is it A, Tom Jones, B, Scrooge, C, The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes' Smarter Brother, or D, Murder on the Orient Express?
I'll take yes and take C.
That is incorrect. Do we need any repeats? All right, we are going to
Yes,
start
okay.
with Ryan
I said D.
and Jay.
I said B.
It is in fact D.
Ryan,
God
two
damn it! I
steals in that
switched
round.
my fucking answer at the last second too.
So after round 2, a pretty overall solid performance from Jim, despite missing that last one. Some steals from Ryan in total, and Ryan, you are up 15 to Jim's 10 to Jay's 6. So as you all know how round 3 goes, we're going to start with Ryan. Please pick 3 numbers between 1 through 12 in any order.
Okay. 12. 5. And 8.
All right. Next, we are going to go to Jim. Please pick 3 numbers in any order, sir, other than those 3.
Let's go number 11
Okay.
for Sam Unger. Let's go number 10 for Vince Young. And
X.
let's go 9 for 09, which is the last time the Longhorns played a national championship.
All right.
Colton Coy was off the board, unfortunately, for Jim here.
Yeah, 12.
Exactly. I had to think of something.
All right, Jay.
No 7 for Garrett Gilbert. Anyway.
All right, Jay. You have 6 numbers left. Please pick 3 of them in any order.
3, 7, 4.
You either paid attention or wrote them down. Either way, I'm proud.
All right, I'll take Jay's.
He wrote them all down for all three of us.
Right, your first question, your 2-pointer.
Well, your category, yeah.
Category, yeah. Well, category. Oh yeah, your first question. Sorry, your first category. Your number 3 is Pixar. Would you like that to be your 2, 3, or 5-point question?
Since it was number 3, I'll make it my 30-point question.
Like your logic.
And your next category 7 is Rooney Mara. 2 or 5? 2 or
2.
5. Right, for your 2-pointer in the category of Rooney Mara.
Hold on, just a reminder. Remember, we are going to go all the way because you have to fight for second place to get a point in the standings. But you are currently down 9, so you have to hit all 3 to potentially get first. So no pressure.
Okay.
Just figure
You
out.
can still get second. But
Yeah.
you can still get second.
Yeah.
So we're still gonna. Yeah. Anyway, your question in Rooney Mara. A ghost story features a 9-minute scene of Mara eating what food? What food item?
It's one of those situations where you're like, not necessarily a 2-pointer, but that's the joy of the game.
I'm just gonna pull from another one of my movies from my childhood. I'm gonna go with the Matilda answer and say it's a big ass cake.
Ooh.
Within the family.
It is a pie. A pie.
All right, so unfortunately, Jay, you will not be able to get first, but you're still fighting for second. So points are still on the table for your standings.
Your 3-pointer, you wanted Pixar.
How many ahead of Jay am I?
You are up 4.
4. Yeah. So Jay, your question in Pixar: who voices Lotso Bear in Toy Story 3?
If we smell Jay, would he smell like strawberries?
Paul Newman.
Is incorrect. We're looking for Ned Beatty. Ned Beatty.
So now you have to hit your
Finally,
5 to potentially go for second.
Hopefully get second. Your number was 4, I believe, which is crime. Question
This
in
was
crime. I don't know. In crime, John Travolta plays the titular gangster in which 2018 movie?
Watch me fuck this up. It's Gotti.
That's correct for 5 points. The most acclaimed movie of 2018, as we all know.
So Jay, Jim, I have some bad news for you. You still may be able to get second, but he just ruined your chance for an extra point with a TKO. So now we are going to go over to Jim.
He can also still get first, to be clear.
Yeah, but it still would have been a TKO. So it's just extra points that goes on the season. So, Jim, you can still go for first here and second. Your first number you chose was 11. That is science fiction. 2, 3, or 5.
You said 3?
Oh, sorry. My headphones are really low today for some reason. 10. Silent films. You want to just go ahead and go now?
Remember, he did once ask what is the gender of the character in The Kid, so you never know.
He also did just ask what sport is draft day surrounded by, so you never know.
You never know. Luck of the draw.
You 2 or 5, Jim? 2 or 5? Silent films.
I know.
Yeah, okay.
So give me 2, Utah.
Yeah. 2. Silent films. Charles Chaplin plays the lone prospector in what film? In case you weren't sure, he's also called Charlie Chaplin. I don't know. Don't want to give any hints away, but
Plays the lone prospector.
The Gold Rush.
that is correct for
2
2 points.
Oh my god.
Clinching at least second place.
Oh my
Eliminates
god.
Jay.
Yep.
What a
Good stuff, Jay. Just ran into a tough not-to category, but Jim still trekking along.
There you
Just
go.
3-pointer.
All right, so now to tie Ryan, potentially, with this one. Science fiction, like you said.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt plays Jeffrey Goins in what movie? Five.
Answer
4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
Science fiction. Brad Pitt plays Jeffrey Goins in what movie? 5, 4, 3, 2.
Minority Report. I have no idea.
Looking for 12 Monkeys. 12 Monkeys.
Oh.
All right.
Like pretty
I
much.
didn't know that was sci-fi. I've never seen it.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. Fair point.
Your final question,
5 points.
to stay alive and put the pressure on Ryan. If not, Ryan will get a TKO and a win. He'll get a double TKO and a win. So could potentially get some big points for Ryan here, who had to try out for this season. So that's huge for his confidence. Category 9, Fincher. In Gone Girl, what board game does Nick and Margot play at the bar while discussing Nick's Amy issue?
Fuck. I have not seen this movie since I took a date to it in theaters.
Great date.
And he was like, I was
Yes.
looking at the back of
Yep.
her head, not the movie.
It's the guy who did Fight Club. That's how I convinced her.
Did nobody hear that one? Jim was looking at the back of his date's head, not the movie. Hey, it's a blowjob joke. 5, 4, 3.
Jenga.
I'm mixing it up. I'm gonna start saying it. And your winner with a double TKO, Ryan. The quote per my son. Ryan, Jim, we were actually looking for the game called Life. They make a point of it. They're like, how ironic. So with that being said, let's start with Ryan. Ryan, you have a 2-point victory and 2 TKO. So you have 4 points for the day. How do you feel? I think that matched your season total last year. Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive.
It may have. You're probably right. Wow. Just wow. I feel good. This is great. It's good to start off a new season on a high note with a win, a W on my record. So this was great. It was a fun match. These two guys did a good job. Those were some great questions, and look forward to seeing what happens in my next one. So I didn't have to answer a question in round 3. That's got to be in some way, shape, or form, that's got to be a first for me anyway in my movie trivia career. So good stuff. I love it. Thanks for having me. This was fun. Look forward to coming back for my next one.
There you go. We're gonna go second place finisher, Jim. You had a pretty overall solid match. You know, you're thinking about John Wick the entire time and potential BJs in your future. How do you feel with your second place finish, and how do you feel going into the rest of the season?
I could have done better in that round 1. I missed 2 national treasure questions, I think, and so yeah, I just could have done a little better in round 1 and round 2. So, and I need to see 12 Monkeys, but whatever.
That is fair, or at least read the plot synopsis, or the genres. And last but not least, Jay, I know you have a lot going on in your life right now, but this is your very first match over here at the TWBT Trivia. How did you feel about the format, your performance, and this as a whole?
My performance sucked. I might have done a little bit better if I had gone, I don't know, like 3-hour movies, because I've seen at least a couple of those fucking thriller movies. I ain't heard of a single goddamn one of them. But that's okay. I'm here. I'll be playing. Hopefully I'll fucking do better next time. But yeah, you're not wrong. I got a whole bunch of shit going on, so I gotta go, guys. Thank you. Peace.
All right. I think he thinks that this Full Metal Classic and you just leave during the call, but that's all right. So let's go ahead and jump over to my co-host Paul, and let's send this out.
Yeah, interesting match. A little bit surprising, but then again, certain categories just break certain ways for some people. Certain versions of categories might be easier and harder for other people as well, and that's kind of the randomness of the game. You never know what you're going to get when you pick something. So yeah, it is what it is, and next matches should be very interesting. There
you go. So as always, if you made it this far in the video, please drop us a like and some comments. Congratulate Ryan on his very first potential TKO in the history of his career. He needs to fact check that for himself, but congratulate on him and surmounting his season 2 total with 4 points. And Jim, congratulations on playing so well. Jay, good luck on your future endeavors, and see you guys next time. All right, guys. I hate always doing this, but we are literally on a time crunch.